Well, welcome back, everyone. Today we're just watching some episodes of VeggieTales. How's that sound?
I'm hungry.
Nobody else gets to see Matt's little hand gestures when he does, like, the clap sync and he's, like, moment of silence. He's got such, like, animated little, like, director's hands, and it's so cute. Anyway, I'm excited to watch VeggieTales.
Matt's moment of silence are really unnecessary. He, makes us be silent for, 30 minutes.
He, brings out the whip.
That's the best part.
And we all have to salute the flag.
Which one?
Which one?
All of them.
The flag.
Every flag. All flags. They're all important. Even the ones that contradict each other.
So anyway, we're going to watch some episodes of VeggieTales tonight, because I am doing a review of the series. I'm ranking all these episodes, and I have saved these 4 episodes to watch with my lovely friends.
Oh.
Michael,
I believe it was your idea to do a commentary on just the episodes.
Oh yeah, no, I wanted to do this for Makal and Zach, but Zach didn't, good old Zach, he didn't grow up with it, so he wasn't as interested in that one.
Man, I wonder why.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine a single reason why Zach wouldn't want to watch this Christian show from the 2000s, 90s.
But I think it'd be funny.
Yeah.
I want the perspective of, a Jewish person who didn't grow
Chris.
up with VeggieTales.
Although, I think Chris probably grew. Did you grow up with VeggieTales,
I grew up
Chris?
with VeggieTales, I'm sorry.
Well,
That's
Chris,
fine.
didn't you come from, a half Christian, half Jewish
I
household?
sure did.
Interfaith?
Interfaith families,
That's what it's
yes.
called, right?
I loved the show growing up, too. Mitzi, did you watch VeggieTales when you were younger?
I did. I remember when I was a child at, the waiting room in my doctor's office, they had VeggieTales. They would have VeggieTales VHSs that you could just put in while you were waiting for the doctor. They also had VeggieTales VHSs at the daycare I went to as well.
Yeah, I grew up with, a, Christian family. My mom took me and my brother to this, I don't remember what it was. It was, you know what? Okay, I do. It was, a vacation Bible school, I think. And they'd have all kinds of fun things, and this one did 100% fucking VeggieTales theme the whole time, where they played an episode in this auditorium every day. They had these cutouts everywhere. It was just VeggieTales themed. The whole fucking thing was.
So it was just hey, come to our church and watch an episode of VeggieTales with us?
Yeah, but there was events and games too. But they just had VeggieTale decorations everywhere. They went fucking hard with that shit.
My church would do something similar. My church would have, movie nights where they would show the VeggieTales movies.
Yeah.
It wasn't always the VeggieTales movies, but my church would have movie nights, and sometimes it would be VeggieTales.
There's other religious media I could find, but I don't remember it by name, but I could find it that, our church is the show.
Yeah, the last church movie I remember was The Exorcist. I don't know why the fuck that was church-related, but no, it was The Omen. I am sorry.
It's
They had
God.
you watch Good Omens at church.
Hold on. The Omen is way worse than The Exorcist.
Yeah,
The Exorcist is, reasonably Catholic.
It's Catholic, it's just not child-friendly, that's a...
Anyways, the first episode we're watching today is, Rack, Shack, and Benny. It is the 4th episode of the series.
One of the reasons I picked this one, what I love about this one so much, is that it has taken such a fucking dark subject matter. This one's it's when you really think about it, this is one of the ones where it's really fucked up what's happening in it. But they find such a lighthearted way to present it. I think this episode does that better than any other episode of VeggieTales.
I think that's something we're gonna see more than once tonight, actually.
I was tempted to also pick Little Joe and the Vikings episode because I was so curious to revisit those two, but 4 is enough for a recording.
If you like to talk to tomatoes, if a squash can make you smile. If you like to waltz with potatoes up and down the produce aisle. Broccoli, celery.
those are very, like, specific things.
If you're like super into vegetables, here's a show for you.
Right.
Forget about God. Are you into vegetables?
This is so weird because it's shown an episode from a later era. Did it take them a while to release this one on VHS?
No, this is like a DVD rip, and I think they just have this intro on every episode.
Oh. It's so weird because that's another modern episode. Like, well, I say modern, but like it's when the animation style changed a little bit. They got better textures.
2002. I'm just realizing now that the VeggieTales theme song talks entirely about love for vegetables and does not mention God once. Nothing about this intro indicates that this is a Christian show. It's a show about vegetables.
That's how they get you. It's all about the vegetables, and then BAM! There's God.
Oh, let me enjoy this nice salad. I converted to Christianity.
And that's why I never ate salad, even once. Christians can't get me if I'm not eating my vegetables.
Christian Matt backstory. This is the problem. I'm just gonna sing along the whole time and not make any commentary.
I like how a lot of these have like them playing different characters from Bible stories, but Mr. Lunt just stays Mr. Lunt.
Normal chocolate factory injury.
Well, you don't remember Mr. Lunt in the Bible?
Is the frame rate drop something that happened for all of you?
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, a little bit.
Look, this is a 2000s computer. You expect it to render that? Come on.
This was, like, independently made, too.
Oh, yeah.
This is, like, insanely impressive for the time.
Look at other CG stuff that came out around this time, and this is, like, significantly better than most of it.
I don't know. I think Reboot and Beast Wars look significantly better.
Well, that's just prime.
I think a big part of it is they chose simplistic shapes, but that's a part of it. Working within your limitations is a big part of it.
Well, don't you remember what our parents taught us? We shouldn't eat very much candy because it's not very good for us.
We're literally vegetables. Everything inside of us is, like, pretty good, alright?
Like, it's kind of weird how, like, one of them is a child and those two are adults, because it's just like, don't you remember what our parents told us?
Yeah, if I ever smack my sister again, I'll get the belt.
I'm 28.
Junior, every single time we go to fucking work, you're trying to convince us to go cannibalistic, and it's fucking weird.
Junior said, eat the rich.
He took it literally.
It's okay, we're nutritious.
Did a kid voice Junior? Because Junior sounds the same throughout the whole show, pretty much.
No, it's Phil Vischer's wife.
Okay, yeah.
He didn't want her to play the role because he didn't want to have to, like, fire her if it came to that.
Uh-huh.
But she was, like, so
job.
good at it, she's like, fine, yeah.
She did a good job as Junior.
How would you like to be junior executives?
Because his name is Junior.
Sure, that'd be great. Alrighty.
Matt certified good jokes.
That's Matt's official good joke of the episode.
We'll make like a little stamp for it every time there's a good joke made. It's like Matt's got his finger or his thumb up, and it's just gonna be like Matt certified good joke.
This is just a model.
He's starting his new religion.
But that's what it is. That's what the story is.
I know.
We are talking about 3 Israelite slaves in Neo-Babylon, and the man who wanted them all to bow down and worship him as a god.
But instead it's a bunny.
But instead it's a chocolate bunny. They're not worshipping Nezer, they're
Listen
worshipping
here,
the bunny.
it is a huge difference between me as a god and the bunny as a god.
Oh, this is a great song.
I just simply translate the bunny's will. You have to understand.
Like, if the bunny wants you dead, the bunny wants you dead.
The bunny wants you dead.
If someone didn't quite agree with everything in that song, so they didn't sing it, what would happen?
Oh, we'll kill you.
What's that over there?
You're not wrong.
worship the bunny or you die.
I'm not saying I'll kill you if you don't worship the bunny.
But that fire pit very much might.
Yeah.
Listen, I won't kill you. The flames will. Guns don't kill people.
I wasn't wrong. The bunny was wrong.
This isn't even the only episode where Nezer tries to kill them. It happens again in the Christmas special.
To be fair, none of them are singing it. I always thought it'd be funny if you
Yeah,
heard the crowd singing it.
I never really got that. It's like everyone bows down and doesn't sing, and then it's like, you gotta sing.
Hooray!
We're gonna get silly songs with Larry
Kill
after the
them.
threat of a...
Now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry.
It's time for you to be burned
I think
alive. Now it's
every-
time for silly songs with Larry.
I think right before in every movie where they have an execution, they should have silly songs with Larry right before.
The Django Unchained with silly songs with Larry.
After the inciting event in Hereditary, it's like, and now it's time for silly songs with Larry.
Get a picture of me next to the cucumber in authentic Argentina garb.
What does fucking Junior say there? I've never been able to understand him in that line.
With authentic Argentinian garb?
I guess that's okay. His voice is hard to understand sometimes.
And this is how you repay me? Come on, boys. Do you think that's funny?
Yes.
Yes. What if their problems was they just didn't really like the way the song sounded?
Your song kinda sucked, dude.
Like, find someone else to sing it for starters.
I've heard of religious discrimination in the workplace, but this is ridiculous.
I don't like that it has hands. Or fingers.
Everything in this factory has hands.
Oh
Because they
shit,
don't.
you're right! Wasn't there like a thing that put ties on bunnies?
Remember how our parents said that God would always be watching out for us?
Yeah.
I sure hope they were right.
Junior doubted God for a second, so they died.
Trouble.
So much build up to them not falling in, only for them to fall in. It's great.
God has saved you from the fiery furnace. Oh, I was wrong.
I like you now. We're on good terms now.
We're on good terms because now I don't want to feel the wrath of God. Seriously.
Can you ever forgive me?
We forgive you.
5 seconds after I just tried to fucking burn you alive.
When everybody tells you that you gotta be cool, remember what you learned in church and Sunday school.
This wasn't about being cool. This was about joining his cult.
So if you have a question, go ask your dad.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Well, I guess I'm screwed.
Like, Chris, one day I attempt to shoot you, and then, like, the gun's not loaded. I'm like, oh, Chris, God must have emptied my gun. I guess we're okay now. We're cool, right?
You don't have to keep checking on me. I'm still here. You don't have to keep looking at me. You can stop. I'm not going any. Please.
Goodbye.
He actually did leave Bob. Alrighty. Good shit. I love that. I do find it really funny how Mr. Nezer just immediately is like, oh, you lived? Okay, I'm on your side now. No hard feelings, right? But you know what the point is, and it's like, it's effective. Like, it's a nice little message. It's entertaining. It has catchy music. It makes good use of CG animation at the time it came out. It's all around a nice little episode of a show.
Yes. This is a very good episode. It's way over the top. This is a weird episode to adapt, like, pretty straight. Like, maybe you don't want to have them actually in a deadly situation. Like, Nezer killed them. If God didn't save them, Nezer would have killed them.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's like something that you only overthink when you're older, though, because I think as a kid you'll just accept it. Oh, he's a good guy now, and the good guys live because they listen to God, and, like, even if you don't, believe in God or you're not religious, it's still a good message about, not caving in and doing something just because someone demands you do it. There's a lot of serious contexts where that would be an effective message to teach.
I think there's also the side of it where it's like, then you go to church and they tell you, like, the real story, and it's like, okay.
And then you go, oh shit.
Yeah, I really like this one. The bunny song is not my favorite song on the show, but it's definitely in the top 5.
Michael, fuck you, it's
great.
dope.
Yeah, it is dope. Top 5.
Alright, we're on to our second episode of the evening. Larry Boy and the Fib from Outer Space. Now, this is the one I picked. All the other 3 episodes were requested by Michael. This is also the only episode I've talked about on the channel before. Like, specific episode. I've talked about VeggieTales, like, in general on the channel before.
Oh yeah, this one was on your childhood trauma video, right?
Yes.
Oh!
This episode has some significance to me and Matt Meaton.
It's funny that you bring up childhood trauma, because I'm working on my own.
Chris is finally doing this.
Oh, I thought you meant like in therapy.
No, your video actually has some like legitimately disturbing stuff in it.
Yes.
Chris sent me some music videos, and oh my god.
Alright, let's watch Larry Boy and the Fib from Outer Space.
Madam Blueberry is not a fucking vegetable! Sorry, I got angry.
Okay.
Like, none of them are vegetables. All of them are fruit. There are very few vegetables on this show.
But people associate tomato as a vegetable. Come on, fuck the nerds.
And there's
that say-
really only 2 potatoes.
Potatoes are rare.
Little Joe was the last one I watched as like an avid VeggieTales fan. I did watch the one with like the Pie War. That was like a medieval special, but I watched it when I was like kind of out of the show, and that one was like, yeah, this is why I'm out of the show.
Yeah, that was great.
The Fib is created because he didn't like the movie, but he pretended for his friend that he did.
How many How many Larry Boy episodes were there?
Here's the thing. There were 4 Larry Boy episodes in the main series, and you can tell what era they came out in based on what they're parodies of. 'Cause the first 2 were Batman. They're like clearly late 90s, mid to late 90s. But then the third one is Spider-Man, like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. And then the 4th one, it's like all of them are superheroes now. So it's like an Avengers thing.
This town looks a lot like Jimmy Neutron.
Sure.
Yeah, look at the shapes of the houses.
See it.
Yeah.
Feel like if Runaway Rocket Boy came out, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is like a place you would see in like a test pilot for.
Yeah, but it has the aesthetic
Jimmy
down.
Neutron. Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered. I was supposed to wash my, I have to take out the, I gotta go.
Oh, she just lied.
Yeah,
This is all her
she
fault.
almost lied.
She said she has to go. She didn't have to go. That's a lie.
If you're interested, I think I can help.
Mr. Snuggly?
Yeah, you gotta sell drugs for me in the name of God.
So his help is that he tells Junior to lie. Like, he doesn't even feed him his own lie. It's just like, hey, lie.
It's Laura's fault. She broke the plate. I tried to stop her.
I didn't tell you to fucking sing. You're fucking this up, kid. Jesus Christ.
See, I know you're lying because you're lying in song. You only lie when you sing.
Don't even get me started on that fucking bunny song you sang last week.
Remember, a little fib couldn't hurt anybody.
Except for Laura. She's gonna die.
Her father's gonna kill her.
She's going right into the furnace.
Did I mention that I'm your real dad?
Yeah, I'm stealing you from your father.
You're my child now.
I gave birth to you now.
I'm marrying your mother.
And your father.
Yeah, kid, it's me, your Uncle Fib.
Wouldn't it be fucking weird if your parents got divorced and then your mom married your uncle?
That's the plot of The Fabelmans.
It's Lenny's fault. He broke the plate. He's very naughty.
Oh man, there he goes singing again. He lies when he sings.
I'm never trusting Junior in song again.
I bet he doesn't even go ask his dad for advice.
You've got legs.
And she knows how to use them.
Hey, how do you know what legs are, kid? We gotta talk about that.
Animals exist in this world.
You didn't break the plate. And you didn't break the plate. No.
I mean, Laura was there. She knows what happened.
What's even funnier is you didn't sing.
He's getting better at lying. He didn't sing this time.
Remember, kids, if you lie, just have a superhero come kill your lie.
So, what did that plane just set?
Don't worry about it.
And a big lie can just swallow you up. And Junior, you made a really big lie!
You know, for the bad guy of the special, he really is beating the message over Junior's head. Like, he's gonna teach him this better than anyone else could.
Food, you transistorized tormentor! Food!
Me on the daily.
I was about to say, Matt, is that just you?
Hey, look, Larry Boy did something.
I thought you'd be really mad at me.
I am. You're going straight into the furnace.
First time. It's like, Dad, I've already lived through that like 5 times.
People just keep trying to burn him and God saves him every time.
Why can't we kill this child?
And then God's like, nah, bro, I got your back, I got your back.
Only if they burn you. If they try to do it another way, you're on your own. But burning, I got you.
Yeah. Unless you sing the fucking bunny song, then you're done forever.
We need that fucking Sailor Moon meme where it's just like, my work here is done, but you didn't do anything.
And so what we have learned applies to our lives today. God has a lot to say in his book.
What is his issue with that song?
I don't know.
He's said before that he likes the song, he just doesn't like it interrupting the conclusion of the episode. He just wants to read the verse and end the show. That's not even the only show I watched as a toddler with that gag. There was this Playhouse Disney show called Stanley. And anytime Stanley mentioned his great big book of everything, the animals would sing it and the fish hated it. The fish hated the song, but the cat and the dog would keep singing it.
There was that song on Playhouse Disney, I think it was just called Peanut Butter Jelly, and that was like the name of the 3 kids, and there was a thinking song, and the one character was always like, well, I'll think, but I won't dance. And then he always ended up dancing.
This reminds me of like those 90s movies that like had music videos at the end of them.
I do, in all seriousness though, this is another solid one. It's fun to poke fun of them for how little Larry Boy's in it, but like where they focus the story works.
Absolutely. I love this episode. I think Larry Boy is a very good, very funny character. I think I might like the Rumor Weed one better.
Because here's the thing, we definitely do reps on this channel and on my Movie Makal channel where it's like not always necessarily in good faith. We're not watching something that we love. With this in the Power Hours, we're making jokes, but it's coming from a place of love.
I mean, for you.
Okay.
I have a stuffed Larry Boy in the other room. I still have that one from my childhood. When my brother was born, I was given a stuffed Larry Boy toy, and told it was from my brother, who was just born. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess this is from, like, the hospital gift shop or something?
No, your brother's just that talented.
That is not the one I have in there. The one I have is not the one that my brother gave me the day he was born.
Your brother got a job right out the womb and, bought you a gift.
I had the Bob, Larry, and Junior plushes where if you, slammed them down on the table, they would speak.
I might have had those too. I had a lot of VeggieTales merch. I still have some VeggieTales merch. Alright, so this third episode we're watching is Josh and the Great Wall.
The Big Wall.
The Big Wall. Sure.
This is my favorite one growing up. I think the songs in this one fucking slap. My favorite song is in this one. I'll point it out when we get to it.
I think I know exactly which one it is.
You're right, Matt. You probably
is
do
it a
know
big
it.
wall?
It's a pretty big wall. It's a decently sized wall.
It's for the kids.
I fucking hate kids.
Man, fuck them kids.
And then all the kids watching are like, dude, look how fucking stupid Larry looks. Oh my god, he can hear all of their comments too. Fucking idiot. What is he fucking doing?
You know, there probably was one, like, edgy
He
kid,
looks
though.
stupid in that tuba.
Oh man, I'm so cool for mocking a cartoon cucumber. Hey everybody, look at me. I'm bullying a cartoon cucumber on the Christian show my parents make me watch. I'm so fucking cool.
And then, the kid goes to their room and starts crying, holding a Larry Boy toy and being like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
That damn tuba makes him look ridiculous. I'm so edgy.
He looks so silly. Ha! I said the S word.
Hi, kids, and welcome to VeggieTales.
Larry has sadly passed away.
He says there's a kid named Lewis in his class who hit him yesterday.
Now, Victor, did you do anything to deserve it?
Lewis, have you ever considered that maybe you should stop being such a punk? Fuck off, my man.
Have you ever considered sacrificing your bully to God?
There's this great thing that you can buy called a furnace.
Your bully is being, as they'd call it, a bad bunny.
See, I was thinking of, like, recommending the kid get a gun, but now I'm just imagining rolling up on someone with a furnace and just, like, pulls a furnace out, like, get in, bad bunny.
This is a good song. It's very catchy.
Fun in the desert. We didn't have a lot of fun in the sand. Settle up your cow, it's all behind us now. Guess we're going to the promised land. I sang this one in Mitsu the other day. The fucking 2 frames of animation on the sheep.
I love how the sheep move. It's so good.
They look right straight out of the Exodus
Look at
game.
him fucking bounce.
There's the wall.
That's what Las Vegas looks like.
This is also an S tier silly song. Like, out of all of them, I don't know if it's the best silly song, but it's up in the top 5.
This one leads into the plot of the second sing-along video.
Yeah.
Hey, there's some potatoes. I think both the silly songs have been pretty good so far.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what's in the third one, or the 4th episode technically, but there wasn't a silly song for Larry Boy.
Well, that sucks. I kind of wanted to know where that story went.
They died. This is like kind of a Monty Python reference.
Yeah, I didn't, like, I was older and I was, like, I had seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and then one day I was just like, wait, were the French peas a reference to Monty Python?
Yeah. I didn't notice it when I was a kid, then my dad and brother brought it up to me when I was older. I'm like, wait, really?
Yeah, it's not like an obvious reference, it's just kinda French guards.
And it's also like the same angles of them looking down from the wall.
Yeah, but they're not, like, doing the same jokes that Monty Python did. They're not just quoting Monty Python.
It's a good homage. They do, because, like, especially if the song coming up, they do their own thing with it.
I remember there being a Flash game on their website where you dropped slushies on
Yes,
people.
I do remember that. I do.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy and Jerry start the Israeli-Palestine conflict.
Oh God!
This is the best song of the show. I don't care what you say.
I figured this was the one you were referring to. It's a good song. Top 10, probably. It's also a villain song.
It is, yeah. Won't you join me in singing my irritating little song? They call it irritating themselves, and it's my favorite song.
See, actually, like, Spam-A-Lot copied this for doing a musical number.
Man, I am so happy that the whole entire army decided to join in on this.
Yeah. See, that's how you stick together.
And not, like, block the wall, not, like, guard the wall or anything.
See, this is from the part of the Bible where Junior Asparagus showed up and told the Israelites
Slushies.
that they have to
They're
keep
very
walking
cool,
around
yes.
the wall.
So Victor emails them again a week later, saying, I tried being his friend, I got my ass beat every single day, you
I
fucking
tried
assholes."
walking around him for 6 days, and then 7 times on the 7th day. Now we're on our way, I'll have a cheese souffle, cause we're going to the promised land. What'd you guys think?
I thought it was fun.
I love
I
that
had
one.
a fun time.
It's probably still my favorite, we'll see, but this next one could it could be better than it, I don't remember. Yeah, I really love that one.
It's a good one.
The Jericho and the Great Wall. It's the first one I owned on VHS. I watched them at that Vacation Bible School thing I mentioned first. I saw a couple episodes there. I think the first one I ever saw was like the Gilligan's Island one.
Oh, that was like the second episode.
Yeah, they played that one first at the thing I went to. I remember seeing that one. And then like the Lion Den was another one they showed. But like the first one I ever owned on VHS was The Great Wall, and it's just it's fond memories watching that one. I just think I do think it's just one of the funnier episodes. Although again, this next one I do also think is a really solid one.
I think it's got some of the best music in the show, but I might just be saying that because I grew up with it and I like know all of these songs by heart and have like almost my entire life.
Right. Yeah, so there's definitely like a bias, but I feel the same way about it though. For Christmas, I got my brother and sister. Like I was trying to find a VeggieTales CD on Amazon for a while, and I couldn't find. Like I finally found one, and it was like ridiculously priced because it was like an old thing that they were reselling. So I just made my brother and sister the official bootlegged VeggieTales soundtrack. Where I just like I'm gonna fucking pick the songs I want anyway. And I just burned them a CD, and it had pretty much every song from this episode in it.
They're like, thanks.
They thought it was funny.
Alright, and now we're on to the final episode, King George and the Rubber Ducky.
Hell yeah.
Which, if we're talking about weird Bible stories to adapt for VeggieTales, David and Bathsheba, real weird. And they go, like, a really different direction with it. Pretty much not even close to, like, the way it actually happens in the Bible.
Yeah, I'm actually not even that, like, familiar with the actual story for this one.
David saw a woman bathing on the roof, and he's like, I want that woman to be my wife. So
it's a woman on the
her
roof?
husband on the front.
It's a woman on the roof and not Junior?
Yeah, it's a woman on the roof, and not a rubber duck.
Oh. Oh, wait, the ducks are fucking woman?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the story of David and Bathsheba. And so David puts Bathsheba's husband on the front lines of the war so that he'll die, and he can marry Bathsheba.
And he can fuck that woman.
What the fuck, though?
This is a way.
And then they've made a VeggieTales episode about rubber ducks about it.
Yo, what the fuck, actually?
The Bibble.
So women are comparable to rubber ducks.
Only in the Bibble.
In the Bibble.
Women and rubber ducks, the exact same thing. Absolutely equivalent.
You know, some days,
first, folks.
Some days I feel like a rubber duck, so.
Do you ever feel like a rubber duck?
They make bath time so much fun.
I wish I felt like a
But,
rubber
like,
duck.
the message isn't in this episode isn't even that it's wrong to objectify rubber ducks. The message of this episode is it's wrong to steal.
Yeah.
Either way,
so that doesn't help it.
Objectification.
That doesn't help it at all.
It's wrong to kill someone so you can have their things.
Yeah, they're things.
Oh my god. I had no
property.
idea, honestly. Oh my god.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his ass.
What? I'm sorry, hello? Hello?
That's what the Bible says. You shouldn't covet your neighbor's ass.
You mentioned that with the fucking buddies at the beginning, that there was one where they did that like a little bit worse, and yeah, that is a little bit worse of a way to sugarcoat it. I mean, it works. It's a really good episode, but when you have to like ignore what the actual story is.
Yeah, it's like pretty loose adaptation. This is like its own thing.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. It's not the same message of what the original should be, at least.
Imagine, like, hearing this story and then hearing it in the, like, church or something.
Imagine being a child and being like, wait, it wasn't a rubber duck?
Like, you're now upset about that.
Like, I knew it wasn't a rubber duck, but I didn't know it was gonna be this.
Like, that's your journey into atheism. You're like, everyone's like, why don't you believe in God? And it's like, because it wasn't rubber duck.
It was a story about fucking being selfish, not about...
I thought it was
owning
about
a human
stealing
being.
jewels or some shit.
I thought he probably did actually just steal a lamb. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's start this.
This show probably gave a child a crisis. Because the fact that they eat vegetables. Like, we had, like, a reverse veganism thing going on with this.
Meat talk.
I mean, that was me for a little bit, not gonna lie.
So the first model Phil Vischer made was a candy bar, And his wife is like, if you make kids love candy bars, parents are going to be really mad at you. And he's like, oh shoot, you're right. So he took the face off the candy bar and put it onto a cucumber. And that's where we get Larry the Cucumber.
Oh yeah.
Huh. There also are no cauliflower in this.
Yeah, I don't think that... There's no broccoli. Franken-celery is the only celery.
One of the most selfish kids in the whole world! So selfish, it just makes you sick!
He sent me to war so he could sleep with my wife.
Break a leg.
That was a threat. That was not a gesture of goodwill. That was a threat.
If you ruin their show, Larry will fucking kill you.
It was a guarantee.
You're so selfish!
I know, but I've got all the bananas!
Billionaires be like...
Yeah, the Great Pie War comes back up in other episodes.
Yeah. I like that their wars are just always pie wars.
You know how it is in real life, right?
So please don't drag me down with all the people and their troubles. Go run some water in my tub to freshen up my bubble.
This is the way they have chosen to depict King David.
I think we're all a little stuck.
Oh, let the army run amok.
I fear the kingdom's out of luck.
We are all fucked.
Why would your personal binoculars require a quarter?
Well, because he loves his duck.
Question.
Who is charging the king to look through binoculars?
Okay, hold on. Why is he spying on a child?
He's spying on the duck.
Who cares? The child is there.
Bathing.
Yo, you know what? Try that in court.
No, I just wanted to see his duck.
You said you wanted to see his what? His duck! I said his duck!
He'll tell people.
He's a tattletale. He'll totally snitch on you, man.
He'll snitch on the king and that'll do something.
Imagine just being like, hey, the king stole my rubber duck. It's like, hey, you're out of luck, kid.
Okay, but how did the king know you had a rubber duck? And then the king's like, well, I was spying on him in his bathtub.
Here's the song.
Oh, I love this one!
Yeah, this is a good one. Larry's a fucking furry.
Hashtag relatable.
Imagine him in a fursuit.
In a manatee outfit. I love how it says selfish, like the king, there's a drawing of the king on the wall there and it says selfish above him.
Incoming! Boysenberry at 3 o'clock!
You gave this child PTSD.
Are you the only one you think about?
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna tell you this, George, but there's a fucking revolution in talk.
I'm starting it.
Like, they're not even fucking afraid of you. With this rubber duck shit you have going on.
My church had one of these.
I think mine probably did too, honestly. It's very familiar.
You have many duckies, but Thomas only had one.
You have many wives.
But this little boy only had one.
You shouldn't have taken this child's wife.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
This episode has that meme. I forgot. You'll go to hell before you die. It didn't matter that King George was shit and didn't do shit about a war.
And then a week later, the revolution happened and George was beheaded.
He made a good salad.
Yeah, it turns out the 3 people he made peace with wasn't enough to stop it.
Yeah. If anything, it's what really started the revelation.
They were holding hope that Lewis would talk some sense to him. They're like, alright, this Lewis guy isn't doing fucking shit.
This is like a weirdly unmemorable song. I do not remember this song.
Yeah, same.
Even though I have seen this episode a lot of times.
Well, that was really something.
Yeah, we had to alter the story completely.
Don't look up the original until you're older, kids.
You know, maybe just don't look it up at all.
Is he wearing red face?
That's a dog. Is he wearing red face?
They did an episode, though. They did Madame Blueberry.
I feel like, you know that thing where they say, like, God made us all special? I feel like one kid probably harassed another kid. It's like, except for you, Jimmy. Except for you. God didn't make you special. He hates you.
Yeah, say whatever you want about the original Bible story. I think what they did with it was fun. I enjoy that episode.
I don't disagree. I think it's a good one.
I definitely do think you gotta, like, look at it kind of separately. It's more of the grounds for a story.
You gotta take the Bible out of VeggieTales.
Well, it's more of the grounds for a story than the story.
I think it's my least favorite of the 4 we watched, but...
Yeah... I kind of remember it for specific highlighted moments. I think I would agree with that, actually. Because I was considering that, this one might be better than Jericho and the Big Wall, and it's like, no, it's not. It's just there's a few select moments that I really love from it.
Michael, I think your opinion makes God very sad.
Opinions make baby Jesus cry.
I still think it's one of the best episodes of the show.
Oh, for sure.
Just not as good as those other 3.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, like, I enjoyed all those other episodes more than I enjoyed this one, and like I said, I got a lot out of it, but I feel like that meme is the one thing that I will remember if you say anything about this one versus the others.
I just love that really blunt line from Bob where he says, "You see, there's a war, and well, we're in it." Just hearing Bob the Tomato say that makes me laugh. But, yeah, no, I enjoyed looking back at these. Looking forward to doing them. Are we doing both the movies or just the one movie?
We're doing both the movies.
Alrighty. Yeah, no, this is fun.
Let's see, what did you think of these?
I had a good time watching them. They were very funny. That's it.
That's it?
I don't know what I have to say.
Alright,
it's VeggieTales. It's good.
It is.
It's VeggieTales!
Yeah, no. I mean, it's a fun thing to revisit, I think.
Plus my head kind of hurts and I don't want to think too hard.
I have actually revisited VeggieTales more than Jimmy Neutron, even. Like, I rewatched these in high school, so I have seen them more recently than Jimmy Neutron, because I never rewatched Jimmy Neutron after it went off the air. When I made this video, that was my first time watching it since I was a kid. This I've seen in high school.
Occasionally, me and my siblings would rewatch the VHSs. Even like when we were in middle school, maybe high school, but it's been a while since I've actually sat down and watched them.
Once I get past a certain age, I stopped watching them completely.
I mean, look, I watched them in high school. That was still almost 10 years ago. Anyways, if that's all you guys have to say about VeggieTales, I guess we can wrap this one up. Remember, kids, we watched VeggieTales.
You weren't gonna end it like the way they ended in the show? You weren't gonna say God made you special and he loves you very much?
No, I was just gonna end it there.
Oh, okay.
When the promised land is gonna be so grand, we'll have our fill from the grill as much as we can stand. It'll be so great, oh we can hardly wait, 'cause